Hi, I am Dasha Love Kuzmenko, and I want to share with you my story. I wrote the book, The Girl with the Buddha Tattoo. Now, finished publishing the last and final 11th edition. I want to take you on a journey that I never knew was possible. On a journey of awakening to freedom, to my limitless potential, to really what it feels like to truly be alive, realizing I'm not this body, to be able to manifest the dream, to create and enjoy the process of creating the manifestation of me. It all started 5 years ago when my mom passed away from cancer. That was my awakening moment. It took only 7 months for the cancer to metastasize through her body, and she was gone, just like that. I realized that perhaps there was more to this life than the life that I was living. That perhaps my high-tech, $125,000 high-rise apartment, salary, high-rise apartment, Mercedes-Benz was not all there is, because I truly felt unfulfilled. So when my mom passed, I realized that there must be more, that there must be a reason why I am still here and alive. Something bigger than myself that I must do here. So that's when I quit my high-tech lifestyle and I started asking broader questions. And I started finding tools. After starting Silicon Valley Wellness, a community that gathered together for the purpose of healing the self, after starting that wellness center with my sister, my amazing sister Masha, I started gathering tools like breathing, meditation, ayahuasca, affirmations, manifesting. And my life started to change. Many other tools like Ho'oponopono, the forgiveness mantra, daily practices, daily rituals. My heart started to heal. All this love that I was always seeking to find on the outside, I started to feel within. People were looking at me and they couldn't understand how I could find the bright side in every situation, so they told me to write. After my mom passed, as I was finding these tools, they told me to write it because there are people out there that needed to hear it. The things that I was posting on Facebook, they weren't just inspiration. I was actually living them, and people were noticing that and telling me, wow, you actually live those things. You practice what you preach. You've got to share this because it's so rare. So after more than 30 people told me that I should write about the things that I was experiencing and how I was transforming myself and the tools, I started to write. And something magical happened. I was so motivated to share these tools that were making me feel better, that were making me feel more love toward myself, the world around me, all these realizations. I started to write because my drive was other people, that they needed to hear it, that it was possible to cross over from that blame game, because I didn't have a good relationship with my mother. She was very strict and it was suffocating. All her expectations only led for me to run away always because I couldn't handle it. I wanted to be my own person. I was never loved the way that I wanted to be loved or accepted. So I always took it personally, and then I turned to drugs and alcohol, to sex, to partying, in an attempt to mask my feelings, because I didn't know how to find love, how to be loved. And then I started finding these tools and writing them in the book. And day after that day, I was opening up the channel to be able to communicate with Source. And the words started to pour. And I began to have more and more realizations about my mom and the reason why our relationship had to be that way. And about 2 years into the writing, when I released the first edition, I realized that my mom was my Messiah. See, all my life I thought that she didn't love me because she abused me and she was so strict. I could never be myself. She was the boogeyman. She was always waiting for me outside every time I'd come home to smell me, to scold me, to accuse me of things. My whole life, she was the boogeyman, the person I hated the most. And I hated her so much that because I looked like her, I hated my own reflection in the mirror. I hated what I saw. I looked into plastic surgery just to change my appearance so I don't resemble my abuser. But through the writing, through connecting the dots, the different tools that I found to heal myself, I had more deeper layer realizations. They were coming through me from spirit, from Source, from the one consciousness, like a waterfall. And that realization about 2 years into the writing, that my mom was my Messiah, that she couldn't find a way to heal herself in this lifetime, so she was projecting all this pain onto me, masqueraded as love, because she was afraid I wasn't going to be able to make it. She was afraid that I would have a hard life like hers, so she was really strict. But she couldn't find a way to heal herself in this lifetime, to stop projecting all of this onto me. So she sacrificed herself. So I can live. And there's no greater love from a parent to a child. And in this book, The Girl with the Buddha Tattoo, I pour my heart and soul. It's raw. I pour my heart and soul in explaining it's every aspect of myself, from the awakening journey to understanding that my mom was my Messiah, to learning to forgive. Years, a lifetime of pain, blame, abuse, both physical and verbal. I found a way to forgive. And I describe this process of understanding my mom. After learning to forgive her through Ho'oponopono, through the different shamanic medicines, through meditation, through breath work, my heart filled with love. Real love. This ecstatic, euphoric feeling that nothing on the outside can ever compare to. I started to understand my mom, where she was coming from, the check boxes, the way that she lived, that she wasn't conscious of what she was doing. And I started becoming the parent to my own inner child. Understanding that I must be the conscious one in this lifetime to forgive, to live, and be an example of what it means to truly be a being of love. Every aspect of my life was changing as I was writing more and more. I was inspired to help other people transform their lives. And edition after edition, I wanted to make the process of awakening, of integrating your awakening experiences, of creating your own reality, understanding that you can change all these stories to enter a new frequency, a new vibrational state when you change these stories through different repetition. The deeper I went, the more clear I wanted the book to be with every edition, the more tools I found that helped me realize these lower vibrational states on the pyramid of consciousness. Realize that we all live in these lower vibrational states, 95% of people, in this blame consciousness, in this fear, in this guilt, in this shame to truly be ourselves. I realized these stories, why we're there, how every single generation, one after the other, passes along this pain masqueraded as love, because we can only teach people by demonstrating who we are. Our feeling state is what people capture. We're vibrational beings. We can't teach with words unless our words are accompanied by these feelings of true confidence, of true compassion, true love for the self. We can't teach love unless we're experiencing love. So most of our parents, they did their best. And we have to learn how to forgive and how to love ourselves the way that we always wish to be loved, in order to become the creators of our reality, manifesting our dream, our best self, the most expressed version of who we are. So the book, The Girl with the Buddha Tattoo, is going to take you so deep into my personal story, into this path of awakening and understanding the self, so you can self-actualize and reach states of enlightenment, reach states of flow, reach ultimate love and bliss if you allow for yourself to reflect on the lessons on my journey, if you allow yourself to really go deep and reflect on your own journey with my story, maybe use some of the tools or find your own tools, then your life is going to change. Because when one of us ventures inward the way that I have, it gives space and allows everybody else to do the same. And now, my life is more beautiful, delicious. I'm manifesting at the speed of light because I realize it's about the process. And if I can create it in my head and then put it out into a visual representation, then I have to become a vibrational match with my dreams. And the sooner I become a vibrational match, the sooner they will manifest. I have to have tunnel vision. And in order to have that tunnel vision, I have to realize these vibrations, who I am, which ultimately is a vibrational being experiencing life in this dimension with this physical body, but I'm not physical. I'm much more than that. I'm all there is, and I have a purpose here. To learn what it's like to let go, and with my gifts and talents, to just be the most expressed version of me. So that's the book. It's amazing. It's an Amazon bestseller. And I hope that you find the time to go on a journey to the inner knowings of yourself by reading my story and reflecting on your own, because your whole life is going to change when you go inside deeper and deeper and deeper into the wisdom of who you truly are, into what makes this heart of yours the strongest, most powerful electromagnetic field in the entire universe. You're going to go into deeper knowings of why it's beating and what you have to do here. You're going to awaken to the freedom and the limitless potential which is you by revisiting the past, your emotions, and learning how to create your dream. So get the book, check out the story, go through the progress of the different tools that I discovered that helped me realize and create and feel true fulfillment and love and freedom to be whatever I want to be and to fully express myself every second of the day. What I want is for you to tap into the flow, just as I have tapped into it. Now creating this video for you from beautiful Tulum, Mexico, with my travel video gear. What I want for you is to be able to create this kind of life, whatever life that you want. And in order to do that, you have to awaken. To wake up from the life you're living and become conscious of who you are, what you are, your stories, your vibrational state, the stories with your parents, the stories of your past. You have to become comfortable understanding and bringing forth everything that's in your subconscious, to become conscious of it, to not react from automatic place, projecting these lower vibrational states, this hate, this judgment, but rather accepting everybody by accepting yourself. When you can accept that inner child of yourself, you can do the same thing for others. When you can accept every part of yourself and have compassion for that inner child that's within you always, then you can do the same for others to experience their own stories. You can only help others once you've helped yourself. Because people want to vibrate at the same frequency which you are. So when you make yourself pure, when you make yourself loving, that's what they'll take from you. It's beyond the words, it's beyond the physical, it's metaphysical. It's a vibration people take. So I'm really excited for you to embark on a journey of reading or listening to my book. And I can't wait to hear your comments, your realizations in our Facebook private group. I'm Dasha Love, and I'm so excited to welcome you into my world with the girl with the Buddha tattoo. It's available all on Amazon. I love you all so much. Thank you for hearing my message. I'll see you on the other side.